What you see here is, guys, the mandir which I have recently done in one of my project. The client, being South Indian, had very much precise requirements. I had shown two options. One was an open mandir and one was a closed. They shortlisted the closed one. It was not only me the deciding factor. There was a vastu consultant. This is the drawing given by the vastu consultant, and we had to do it accordingly. The base was to be made in granite, and they didn't wanted any black spot in the granite, so I've specially selected this granite. Now moving to the base, it was a 4 inches base which was done on site. There was a aperture for laying the vastu, I mean for laying a proper god inside the platform. So we have provided a proper cover so that it will look neat and clean. This was my, I mean these are my clients who had done the puja and laid the things. Now the hunt for the mandir begins. I wanted it, I mean since the client was very much particular about having it in pure wood, I wanted it in teak wood. I had a budget constraint which was around 35,000 to 40,000 was my range. I had been to several places in Mumbai, but was happy only at Andheri. This was a small workshop with intricate hand carved material. What you see here is again a carving sample, but I didn't want it this heavy carving. I wanted specially jalis which will look apt in my design. And what you see, the center shelf, that was the requirement as per the client's vastu consultant. So finally the mandir was delivered on my site, and now the finishing process begins. We have started with first scraping, leveling the bed so that the polishing is intact and a firmer one. This scraping, what you see, was done with the help of sandpaper. It itself took 3 days. Then the next step was filling the pores. Filling the pores was done with very precision. Even the back was leveled very firmly, as we didn't want it to do any shortcuts. So I have made sure that all the sides of the mandir are properly trimmed and properly polished, so that we are doing a good job. Again, the client was very much particular of having hand polishing done rather than machine polish. So what you see here is the first coat of polishing. I was very specific on having matte polishing rather than going for glossy finish, because my design would be gelled only with matte element, as the laminate besides the mandir we have a TV unit, so matching to the TV unit laminate, this was what is seen here. Since it was a handmade and intricate mandir, the polishing itself took a lot of time. This process, right from polishing to the final stage, actually costed us around 10 days. So there were times when we just have to wait because the first coat of polish or maybe the second coat of polish was not fully dried. So I prefer in delivering the best best products, so that there are no complaints from a client's end. That is how it went. So what you see here is the final coat of polishing was done. Then what we had in mind was to go for the matte application. So apart from matte application, there was one thing which is pending, is the shrine. The shrine, I mean the top elements, top design elements, I was particular in having those in gold. So that also dull gold, I mean matte gold, not the glossier one. So here what you see, there are two people involved. One is painting the shrine, I mean the top element in gold, and the other person sitting down is basically cleaning the slots of the matte polish. I mean once we apply the matte coat, there are droplets falling on the mandir, which doesn't give a good look. So what you see here, the man is cleaning with a piece of cloth, that is nothing but removing those stains. Now here the mandir is all set. It is not clean, I mean in this picture, but here what you see is a clean mandir. Thank you so much, guys.